Hello and welcome back to the pit. My name is Solin Outlander and we are in Hollywood. Right, Griffith Park. There's also... So the tunnel goes to Griffith Park. Hotel California I can't go in just yet. I'm actually thinking I'll go to Los Feliz first, unless it's L4. I've done that. Oh, I need to go back there at some point.
This looks like a repressed, frightened, occupied, peaceful little town.
I agree. Ooh, hello. Jason Zeng. I like the cut of your jib, Jason. Hey there, aspirants. If you're going into the gauntlet, you're going to need an edge on the competition. Step right up and get some luck and double-alt buck. Just tell me what you need. What are Harms? Harms and Charms has a fine collection of premium-grade weapons for personal protection or spreading the word of God. Please have a look. We carry only the best of salvation, best Church of Salvation-approved relics, icons, and amulets, guaranteed to keep you safe on the battlefield and in the gauntlet. No one has ever purchased one of our let's get my words right. No one who has ever purchased one of our charms has ever returned to complain that they were unsatisfied. That's a submachine gun. I have one of those. I am at the point where I think I will buy one of those. That's 45 cal ammo. I could buy that and give it to... In fact... I think it is safe to say that I am at the point now where I am just buying weapons and I don't care. Proton axe. What was it you had? I don't think it was a proton axe. No. Yeah. Bugger off. Yes, my money has gone right down. So what was it you had? Oh, a flux reaver. This is where I find out I just made a mistake. Nope, no mistake there. And I'll probably get rid of that. And that. And I have how many grenades? Should probably have a tinker around with some of those in a sec. There we go. I mean, it takes a while for the... Oh, there we go. Look at that. Right. Let's unequip that. And that. And that. Oh, no percent chance to jam. I like. Huh. Thought not, but still, it was amusing. Right. I will actually upgrade that one with a couple of odds and sods. It's always the underbarrel I need, isn't it? Wow, the damage difference is quite epic. Right, so 1911 uses 45s. Whereas the Glock, or the Click 19, uses 9 mils. So I need to buy a fair number of Oh, bloody hell, I'm suddenly over encumbered in everything, aren't I? Well, I've got more than enough 9mm, I'll sell the excess of that. I'm carrying that, that's why. Might as well sell the excess trinkets as well. Right. Yeah, I do want... Don't need it. I'll keep the shiny ranger star because that's important to me. I am a ranger, I am not getting rid of my rangerness. MIT, I'm not a member of MIT. Might be useful. Might be useful. Give the grenade to you, I suppose. Got an excess of those. Get rid of those, they're useless. Baby wipes, bag of zeolite. Preparation G, still haven't found anyone who wants that. You don't have any explosives, so I'll actually give you that. I'll get rid of one of them. He'll bite me in the arse later, I'm sure, but... applies calcification, I don't know what that does. Broken weapon parts, get rid of. Metro bus schedule. I don't know where any of these are going to be useful. I mean, they might not be useful. You watch, I just screwed myself in some way. Right, bullets. I need 25 of these for me. 25 of these for you. And then the remaining 50 for the one with the heavy great machine gun. Also an extra grenade. I mean, I've got so many grenades, it's not even funny. You don't need a grenade, you're going to be far enough back, you're never going to use it. That works for me. I am still encumbered somewhat, but that's the bloody great... I should have got rid of all those extra painkillers. I need to talk to you again. Experimental. I'll keep the experimental ones. Everybody's loaded up.
This place is like a lace doily covering a cannon's mouth.
Descriptive. Can I help you find your way around, sinners? Perhaps directions would help. Why did you call us sinners? We are all sinners, friend. It's just some of us refuse to admit it. You would like directions? Why, certainly, sinner. Happy to oblige. Behind me, to your left, is Laban's Rest, an inn where folks who have travelled to worship at the tabernacle or join a church can stay the night. To your right is Harms and Charms, which sells both guns and official Christian, trademark, relics to keep you safe in battle. Up the road you'll find King James Memorial, Tabernacle, where the preachers of the Salvation Church speak the good word and bring lost sheep back to the fold. Beyond that you will find the Gate of the Sinner, the entrance to Griffith Park, and the Gauntlet of Samson, which leads up into the Green Hills to the Bastion of Faith, the Salvation Church's headquarters and sanctuary from the cares of the world. Tell us about Laban's Rest. A fine establishment with clean beds and good food, and while the church believes drinking to be a sin, we do not begrudge sinners one last drink before going into the mountain. Tell me about Harms and Charms. Top-grade weapons and ammo, and church-approved relics and charms to help you survive the Gauntlet of Samson. I highly recommend to stop there before you head up to the gates. Saved my bacon when I joined, I'll tell you that. What do you know about the James King Memorial Tabernacle? All are welcome to pray at the tabernacle and to hear the gospel of James King and Red Samson. Tell me about the Salvation Church. Do not listen to false prophets, sinners. The Salvation Church is the church of the truth. We preach that the pure and the good were swept up in the rapture on the eve of the apocalypse, and that those who survived the flames are the sinners who were left behind. It is the mission of the church and its militant arm, God's militia, to save those poor sinners by bringing them to Jesus, or cleansing them from the earth if they refuse to see the light. Tell me about the Gate of the Sinner, the entrance to Griffith Park, and the first gate in the Gauntlet of Samson. The brothers there will tell you more. What do you know about Griffith Observatory? I kept muddling up that word, for some reason. A wilderness of savage beasts and abominations. We keep it wild and untamed as an allegory of the strife that besets a good man in this time of tribulations. Tell me about the Gauntlet of Samson. The Gauntlet is a trial of faith and strength through the wilds of Griffith Park. Those that complete it are welcomed as novices in the church and have the freedom of the Bastion of Faith. What do you know about the Bastion? The home of the Church of Salvation, a pinnacle of faith that shines down upon the vile cancer of Hollywood like a beacon upon a cesspit. Also, it's our headquarters and barracks, a beautiful building from before the war. What do you know about James King? The prophet of the apocalypse, the writer of the James King Bible, and the spiritual father of our church. And Red Samson, the Red Messiah who found the sacred VHS of James King and brought his wisdom back to this sorrowful world when it was needed the most. The founder of our church and he who died for our sins. Farewell and go in peace.
Here religious?
Yes.
Religion is stupid.
Yes. There is no spoon. Oh wait, I've already done that joke. Polly want a cracker. Why was a parrot buried in the rock? What? You here for the gauntlet? No, I'm here for the festival. Oh, for God's sake. Another hand. Hello. And we know that as he grew, Samson lived on the streets and fell in with bad companions. Oh my God, how many people want to listen?
Give me a drink. What's that? Never mind.
Huh. Away straight into the Wasteland. So, oh, hello. We all gain a skill point. Supposedly there's a... Our holy bullets are a metal... what? A metal... How do you pronounce that? Eucharist? Granting absolution as they pass through the body. Who the hell wrote this horse shite? I agree. A tall man with a bushy black beard and hair clipped near to the scalp. Huh? Oh, greetings, aspirants. Praise Samson. I was just studying the James King Bible in preparation for my testing in the gauntlet. What were you calling horse shit exactly? What's horse shit? Are you questioning my faith? I love the Salvation Church. There's no one who loves them more than me. What do you know about aspirants? Yes, sir, that's me. I'm an aspirant. I just can't wait to fight my way up that mountain and start serving Jesus. What do you know about Samson? Red Samson was the founder of the Salvation Church and God's militia. He found the James King Bible and... No, I'm getting it mixed up. He found a tape of the James King and had a revelation. That's it. What do you know about James King? James King was a preacher. He wrote the James King Bible. He was great. What do you think of the Bible? I'm reading it right now. It's amazing. You know about the gauntlet. The gauntlet is what I have to fight my way through to reach my goal. which is to fight for Jesus. Yeah, praise Samson! It's okay, we're faking too. Really? You're not aspirants either? Oh, thank God, I thought I was dead. Guess I gotta work on my lying, huh? Why are you lying? I'm trying to save my brother. The militia took him for a slave a couple of months ago. They just scooped him up off the street. I told the dumb little punk to stay inside, but he's, sorry, anyway, I've been working ever since to get enough guns and ammo together to go get him. Guess I should have spent more time reading the Bible, huh? You could tag along if you like. Well, I don't know. I don't know what you guys are up to, but if you're against the church, I'm with you. Thank you, you won't regret this. Brilliant, I now have a follower. This woman catches your eye. On closer examination, you notice she appears to have a large Adam's apple and razor stubble on her cheeks. You begin to suspect this might just be a man. I'm sorry, I don't talk to strangers. Please go away. Isn't it dangerous dressing as a woman in a bar full of wannabe God's militia? Are you implying I'm a man? How dare you? I've never been so insulted in my life. No insult intended, just wondering if you got some kind of death wish. Shh, would you just go away? Here, what if I pay you? Sure, we'll take it, thanks. Fine, now go away and leave me alone. Good riddance.
Does he think he's fooling anybody? God.
A pretty young woman with freckles and long dark hair resting on her shoulders polishes a glass while leaning against the bar. What can I get you folks? Beer, Bible, bandaging? Aspirants get half off the regular prices. Who does the healing around here? Folks usually just ask for that once they come back down from the mountain, but if you need it, see Doc Cleric. His office is first door to your left. You sell the Bible. Compliments of God's militia. Everybody who comes to the Lebanon's Rest gets a free copy of the James King Bible. Please feel free to take one. What's the James King Bible? Gospel of the God's militia. Every word of it the truth straight from the lips of James King himself. Tell me more. James King was a preacher before the bombs fell. The priests say he predicted the apocalypse, but nobody listened. He believed that all the good people would be taken up to heaven before the bombs fell, and all the bad people would be left behind to live through the aftermath. You have beer. Church won't let us sell the hard stuff, but we got some excellent beer. Let me know what you'd like. Who are the aspirants? Aspirants are folks who want to join God's militia. The church makes them fight their way up through Griffith's Park to the Bastion of Faith at the top. If they make it, they join the church. If. Why do you say if? Sad to say, most aspirants get killed on the way to the top, either by the beasts that live in the park, or by other aspirants who have God on their side. Tell us about the God's militia. Everybody around here loves the God's militia. They've turned Los Feliz around. Before it used to be a lawless hellhole full of bandits and coyotes. Now the coyotes are gone and everybody says please and thank you. I'm so happy now. You don't seem so happy. Are you calling me a liar? I love the church. I love it. Nobody can say I don't. We're not pilgrims. You're not pilgrims? I'm sorry, I just assumed pretty much everybody who travels to Los Feliz comes to pray at the tabernacle. Or try their hand in the gauntlet of Samson. What do you know about the tabernacle? Used to be called the Greek Theatre back in the day, but now it's the James King Memorial Tabernacle. Or however you'd pronounce it, I'm probably completely butchering that pronunciation. The priests preach there 24 hours a day, telling of the glory of God, James King, and the great Red Samson. Tell me more. He's the man that founded the God's militia. He found a VHS of James King preaching and believed he was hearing the voice of God. He died leading the militia to the Griffith Observatory, which the priests call the Bastion of Faith. They believe he died for their sins. Let's see what you have. I want to sell junk. Yeah, you gave it to me, so I just give it straight back. Goodbye. Psst, hey, travellers, wait a minute. One more thing. What's the thing? I don't normally worry too much about aspirants, but for some reason you folks don't strike me as a normal aspirant type, so let me give you a couple of pieces of advice about the gauntlet. Okay, that's it. Good luck. No, not Malachi. Oh, bloody hell. So you just gave me a bunch of medkits. And a sledgehammer. Hello. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, you do it, Liz. Really? Oh-ho. You can have that. Ow. A suitcase of poker chips. And it's a quest item. So, there is nothing I can do about that safe. Oh, hello there. Do you need me to patch you up? What's your story, Doc? Name's Charles Cleric. I can try to fix you up. That's all I'm good for now. You can heal us. Sure, if you need it, just say the word. Sure, heal me. After that bomb went off in my face.
Why would I attack, assault, slaughter, murder an innocent?
I have no idea why you said that. Yeah, the thing I'm noting is the gauntlet apparently takes me through Griffith Park, which is where that tunnel led me. So, presumably, I have found a surreptitious way there. I will talk to you. Actually, I'll save first in case I... The man before the gate is a barrel-chested, middle-aged man with eyebrows as blonde as his pompadour wig, and a face as red as his leisure suit. As you approach, he mops his forehead with a white handkerchief and gives you a big smile. My name is Preacher Revelation Gunderson. Are you here as an aspirant, or just to hear the word of God? We're here to hear the word of God. Then you will want to hear about the tabernacle which is behind you to your left. Yes, tell us. The James King Memorial Tabernacle is the Salvation Church's greatest public place of worship. Here sinners can come to hear the word of God and the wisdom of James King and Red Samson. Our doors are always open and our preachers give sermons 24 hours a day. Come in and set a spell. You might just hear some good news. Tell me about the Salvation Church. The Salvation Church and God's militia are really the same thing. We tend to say Salvation Church when we are speaking of our preachers, and God's militia when we are speaking of our warriors. But really, we are all warriors of God, battling against sin with both words and bullets. We are all preachers, spreading the word of salvation with both book and hammer. just as our cross suggests. Yeah, we're here as aspirants, quote unquote. Ah, then you will want to hear about the Gauntlet of Samson, which is through the gate behind me. Yes, tell us. The Gauntlet of Samson is a test of strength, faith, and fortitude that any sinner who wishes to join the Salvation Church or God's militia must survive in order to be accepted as one of us. It consists of 3 parts, each a parable for a portion Red Samson's life and struggles, his baptism, tribulations, and apophysis. Let me know when you are ready to try your hand. What is the baptism? Baptism begins here at the gate of the sinner and ends at the foot of the hill leading to the bastion. It represents the time before Red found God, in which aspirants must fight the mutated and the insane, just as Red did before his discovery of the sacred videocassette of James King, which changed his life forever. Once they reach the foot of the hill, they will pass into tribulations. What are tribulations? Tribulations represents the building of Red's ministry when he fought his way through the Echo Park to reach the Angelus Temple and brought the gospel of James King to the lost and the wicked for the first time. Survive the terrors of that attack as you climb the hill, and you will be ready for apophysis. And what is apophysis? Apophysis represents the desperate escape from Angelus Temple that Red and his congregation made, and his glorious sacrifice in the canyon tunnel which allowed them to reach the observatory and rechristen it the Bastion of Faith. In this challenge, aspirants must defeat the Guardian of the Bastion. Few reach that far, and fewer succeed when they do. But those who triumph are free to enter the Bastion and become an initiate of one of the Church's 3 branches: the Church Militant, the Church Vigilant, or the Church Ecstatic. Right. I like the name there, Church Ecstatic. I'm ecstatic about that. Tell us about the Church Militant. The Church Militant is the fighting arm of the Church. They protect the preachers of the Church Ecstatic when they venture out into the heathen lands to convert the wicked, and they defend the Bastion of Faith from the hordes of the damned. The leader of the Church Militant is Shepherd Retribution Jones, a valiant warrior for Christ who has brought many sinners to salvation with bullet and bayonet. If you are valorous in battle, then the Church Militant might be what you're looking for. And the Church Vigilant? The Church Vigilant is the information-gathering arm of the Church. They work diligently to discover the strengths and the weaknesses of our enemies and to root out traitors and heretics within our ranks. Its leader, Confessor Ascension McDade, is the most private and thoughtful of the leaders, a philosopher of faith. If you are a good observer with a keen understanding of human nature and an intimidating presence, then perhaps the Church Vigilant is for you. Tell us about the Church Ecstatic. The Church Ecstatic is the outreach branch of the Church. It is our job to spread the word of God, Jesus, Red Samson, and James King, to bring the lost sheep into the fold, and to recruit the best and brightest for God's militia. Our leaders, Evangelist Malediction Mayweather, is the leader of the entire Church and its welcoming heart. It is his teachings and his passion that will lift the Church into the glorious future and save the world from sin. If you have a gift for words and a winning smile, then a Church Ecstatic could be your new home. Have a blessed day, sinner. Okay. Wow. Also, nice hairdo. I am inclined to go...
Another boring town.
Shut up, Ralphie. Alright, let's see if I get screwed over. Taking the back door. Also, you have leveled up. I have noticed. I was just hoping I would get that small push that would get somebody else to be leveled up as well.
Copy, Echo 1. Congratulations, Echo 1.
Ooh, and a perk. No. I mean, I could get the blunt weapons up. In fact, that is an idea for the extra hit chance, but I'd rather focus on shotguns for you now. Could get your brawling up. God damn it, Ralphie. Yeah, I want to max out your computer science now. Oops. Oh well, it's fine. Let's go.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Possibly. I have honestly no idea, Ralphie. Oh, good God, what have I stumbled into?
Whoa. Sick.
Yeah. Hey, asshole, die in a fire! Let me out of here, fuck stick! I'll see you in hell, McDade! Lovely. Hi. I see a little silhouette of a man. Kick him in, let us rob him of his money. Wait, no, wrong thing. I see a little silhouette of a man. Oh, is he actually talking to me? Oh, fair enough. I see a little silhouette of a man. Kick him in, let us rob him of his money. He's just a poor boy from a poor family. So, you're all eager would-be torturers, are you? Or are you? Are those ranger uniforms you wear? A troop of desert rangers have come to follow the path of James King and Red Samson? I admit I am surprised. But if you insist... My memory is kind of crap, but where did Mayweather come into this? What do you know about Red Samson? A great man! I wish I had his simplicity of mind, his faith and dedication. He knew what he was fighting for. Sometimes No, never mind. Every man finds himself in the tunnel now and then. If I keep going forward, I will eventually see the light. What do you know about James King? A man of vision and clarity of purpose. His is a harsh world. harsh path. I have struggled with its lack of compromise, but with so much evil in this world, what other path is there? Tell us about the Church Ecstatic. They are meant to be our spiritual and intellectual leaders, keeping us on the path of righteousness. But I see little evidence of it. Our duty as James King and Red Samson defined it was to convert the lost and cleanse the wicked. Hoarding wealth and clinging to power was no part of it, and yet that seems to be all they do. Nevertheless, if you have a gift for gab and a winning smile, they may be the branch for you. See Evangelist Mayweather in the chapel, and good luck to you. Okay. Tell us about Church Militant. Ah yes, the heroes of the Salvation Church. The Knights of the Red Messiah who convert the wicked with shotgun and bayonet. Well, you are soldiers, so perhaps that is life for you. But be prepared to leave your compassion and your brains behind. Retribution Jones tends to straying sheep by slaughtering and fleecing them, not bringing them back into the fold. If that sounds like the Lord's work for you, then go see Jones in the barracks. What do you know? Tell us about the Church Vigilant. The Church Vigilant is the eyes and ears of the militia. It gathers information through spying, study, and yes, torture. Then compiles it and passes it on to the other branches, who then, of course, ignore it and do what they wanted to do in the first place. Anyway, if you truly want to join us, you must be studious, stealthy, and a good judge of character. Have a strong stomach and a heart of stone, but please see the other branches before you decide. Most people would be happier elsewhere. Perhaps all people. What do you know about Retribution Jones? A megalomaniac with dreams of empire swirling in his bloodthirsty brain. He does not want to convert, he does not want to cleanse, he wants to rule, and when he's done, his subjects may all be corpses. I fear he has put his love of murder before his love of God. And tell us about Malediction Mayweather. I don't care to speak ill of the leader of our church, so I won't. He's a charismatic man, as is necessary for the position he holds, and he has the loyalty of his troops, but I'm afraid he has lost mine. What do you know about Fealty Mayweather? That is a sad story. A beautiful, virtuous woman now tied in wedlock to a less than virtuous man. She was once married to another man, Knight Captain Shims, but he died, and Evangelist Mayweather, attracted to her charms, used his charms upon her when she was at her weakest. I do not believe it is a happy marriage. Who is Sims? For a member of the Church Militant, he was a decent sort, and loved Sister Fealty deeply. Then he was promoted to Mayweather's Paladins, and died shortly after. A raider attack it was shed. After that, Mayweather moved in, comforting Fealty and telling her he would protect her. Ha! From the bruises she tries to hide, I would say it is he whom she needs protection from. What do you know about the Paladins? The Paladins are Mayweather's bodyguards, very full of themselves and dismissive of others, but very loyal to Mayweather. I don't care for them. They lack the humility a good Christian should have, especially their leader, Sanctity White. What do you know about Sanctity White? A bully, plain and simple. He abuses the penitents, mocks the other church members, and sins flagrantly, making sure that his influence with Mayweather will save him. I see a bad end coming for him, though it may take longer than one would hope.
What tortures the torturer?
It looks like... Oh. That mask fits the description of Veronica's lover. This... really? This idiot? I mean, okay, he's a bit better than I was expecting, but... Is it you again? No. I see, then I see no reason to keep speaking, but we will keep each other's secrets, won't we? Hello. Wow. It's explosive. Oh, and there's another one. Or I can just open it like a normal person. Or I just upset him. Okay, so don't open any of the... This leads to McDade's private chambers. Doesn't look like there's any way in. Lovely. Oh, hi. Why, hello there. Want to look at my junk? Oh, God. Ooh, another one. Death Ray. Ooh. Okay. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I just bought... I hate you. I hate you so much. Ooh, and you have 50 cal ammo. I instantly recognise that weapon as a jackhammer, and it's just... Oh, you... After I just got a tactical shotgun as well. Although I didn't buy it, did I? My memory is kind of faulty. Now, Death Ray. Helps if I'm at the right character. Better range. Actually, the range is the same. It looks like the Death Ray is a straight up upgrade. Along with it, so's that. I think for the moment I will abstain from the purchasing front. 4 AP. Out of curiosity, how much AP was the... This is why I hate buying weapons, though. It comes... You end up with moments where... Yeah, want to watch as I get into a pissing contest with the... Thought so. Before you is a tall, broad-shouldered white guy with jet black hair and a strong jaw, and more trophy eyeballs than anyone else. His cruel smile, however, belies his heroic looks. A paladin has asked you to stop, aspirants. A direct order. Will you obey? Why do you have a necklace of eyeballs? The Lord said, if thy left eye offends thee, pluck it out. These are the left eyes of sinners who have offended me. If you don't want me to add yours to my chain, answer my question. What do you know about the paladins? We are the militia's finest troops. Bodyguards to Evangelist Mayweather himself. Your superiors in every way. Now answer the question. Yeah, we'll obey. You heal like an obedient dog. An excellent beginning. Now then, if the Salvation Church forbids alcohol and... the Salvation Church forbids alcohol and drugs in the Bastion. If you carry any on your person, you must hand them over immediately so we can dispose of them properly. Open your packs immediately and provide at least one illicit item to prove your good faith. Oh, how convenient. I think I sold it, didn't I? That's milk. I think I sold the alcohol. Oh, God. Really? You have nothing? What sort of Boy Scouts are you? We like men of faith in God's militia, we don't like pansies. Now get out of here before I become physically ill. Well, that happened. Fealty Mayweather.
Mel, is that you? I was only... Oh, hello. You must be the new aspirants.
Before you is a stunningly beautiful woman in a white woman's business suit, with jacket and skirt, though she tries to project cheer and love for the church. She has a haunted look and a black eye.
Welcome to the chapel, aspirants, and my congratulations on making it through the gauntlet of Samson. I am Sister Preacher Fealty Mayweather, wife of Evangelist Malediction Mayweather. I'm sorry my husband could not personally tell you of the church ecstatic, but he is unfortunately too busy with his holy duties. May I help you?
What do you know about the Church Vigilant?
The Church Vigilant is the eyes and ears of the church. It gathers information through observation, study, and the confessions of sinners, then passes it on to the church ecstatic for review. An aspirant who wishes to enter the Church Vigilant must be studious, strong of will, and a good judge of character.
And the Church Militant?
The Church Militant is the arms and legs of the church. It protects us from the heathen hordes and helps spread the word of God by accompanying our preachers on their crusades. An aspirant who wishes to enter the Church Militant must be strong and courageous and ready to give his life for the cause.
And the Church Ecstatic?
The Church Ecstatic is head and heart of the Salvation Church. We are the ones who interpret the teachings of James King and Red Samson and turn them into law. We are also the ones who bring those teachings to the lost and wicked of the Wasteland, preaching the good word and welcoming into the church those who wish to follow the path to salvation. An aspirant who wishes to enter the Church Ecstatic should be intelligent, charismatic, and ready to spend several years studying scripture and canon law. I would of course welcome you to the Ecstatics, but if you haven't visited the other branches of the church, please do so. They have much to offer an eager aspirant.
And who is Sims?
Who told you that name? He was my late husband. Please, forgive me, I don't wish to speak of it.
What do you know about Heidi Hollander?
A whore and a defiler of innocence. A seducing witch who lures good, upstanding men to adultery and debauchery. I pray that God strikes her with the most virulent of diseases and makes the rest of her life a misery.
What do you know about the Paladins?
The Paladins are my husband's bodyguards and his most intimate confidants. They are the bravest, more loyal men in the church, if sometimes prone to arrogance.
Uh-huh. It sounds like the Paladin's closeness with your husband disturbs you.
No. I have no problem with the Paladins. It's just... It just seems sometimes that they see more of my husband than I do. But that is the nature of their job, isn't it?
You seem to know a lot about her. Do you know her?
Certainly not. I've heard stories, that's all. It has nothing to do with me.
How did you get that black eye?
It's nothing. I fell against a candlestick.
There's an imprint of a ring on your eyelid.
I appreciate your concern, but it was an accident, nothing more.
Uh-huh.
May God light your journey, Rangers.
She says she's fine, but I'm worried, concerned, alarmed, scared for her.
Ah, a hidden panel. Killing for morons. Oh. Oh ho ho. Right, I want to check something before I use it. plus 10 to combat shooting skill. I can't tell how that changes my thing other than the fact that I am now... Okay, easy way to check. Go back to that. Guaranteed criticals. I can live with that. In fact, I'm just gonna roll with it. Oh, story of bloody Samson. Right, I saw an imprint of a ring on her eye. You, Pillock. I forget your name. McDade. No. Apparently not. Okay. Apparently that's not enough to just get his attention. Then again, he did kind of already have an inkling, so... Yeah, meh. Oh, bloody hell, where am I? A plaque on the pedestal reads Ali the Deadeye. I'm not reading that, the first rock. You couldn't have one more skill point. I think I will focus on the outdoorsman for you. Again, 1 point out. Oh, okay, there we go. Combat shooting. You know, the skill that doesn't exist except in a book. Damn it. I am Sister Preacher Constance Yee, the Bastion's official greeter and guide, and I would be happy to help you get your bearings here among God's chosen. Would you like some directions, or would you rather explore on your own? We'd rather explore. Excellent, the church is always pleased to welcome novices with a take charge attitude. One thing, however, before you go. Pretty soon you will want to choose which branch of the church you would like to join. May I suggest visiting each of the branches and speaking with their leaders before making your final decision. You may find that your perfect fit was not what you expected. Happy to help. Right. If I get into a pissing contest because I open a box... Aha! 50 cal, I'm content with that. Ecstatic Knight. Who are you calling scum? Cramped, dark and rank, rows of filthy bunk beds run the length of the room, and flies buzz in the thick putrid air. Penitents in rags huddle in groups with their bodies so wasted it's difficult to tell the men from the women. Huh? Lewis, it's me, Alex. Alex, what are you doing here? I'm here to rescue you. Oh, Alex, what were you thinking, Penio? Nobody gets rescued from the Bastion. Now both of us are gonna die. Nah, bro, it's cool. I hooked up with these rangers. They're tough. They'll get us out of here. Even so, brother, it's too risky. And besides, how the hell could I be happy being free when all these other poor bastards are out here taking shit from the knights? Wait for me at Laban's Rest. Once the rangers have freed us, I'll meet you there. Alright, bro. Rangers, make sure my brother gets back to me safe. See ya. So,
Penitence hell. These people are slaves. Open these cages.
what the hell? Black Pompadour. I might need to come back here later. Oi, Vatos, I appreciate you helping my brother, but I ain't leaving till all the penitents can leave, comprende? Till then, I'm here, and I don't know you, got it? What do you know about the knights? They got the shining armor, but they ain't knights in my book. Half the penitent chicks have babies during their first year here, and they weren't pregnant when they got taken, if you know what I'm saying. What can you tell us about the penitents? Penitents my ass, we're just slaves. I never joined this frelin church. The knights scooped me up off the street and said I couldn't pay their tithe, whatever that is, and I had to earn my salvation through work. What do you know about the church? I don't care what they say on their radio broadcasts, all these guys are about is power. They want to be kings of the hill, just like any other gang. Right. Oh, hello. I'm going to assume if I try to use you, I get... Yeah, thought so. Psst. Rangers. A young woman in church robes stands in front of a shack with a sign that reads Samson's Snack Shop. She keeps her eyes firmly on the ground. You're the Desert Rangers, ain't you? Priest's been listening to your broadcasts a lot. They think you're like them. But you're not, are you? You're real good guys. Or are you? You here to convert, or are you gonna join the militia? No. I knew it! The Rangers ain't stupid enough to fall for some preacher's lies. Not like me. You're here for something else, I can tell. I mean, no, I won't tell. Your secret's safe with me, Rangers, I promise. And any info you need, let me know. You see a lot around here, serving burgers. Just, whatever you're doing, could you help me escape when you leave? I want to go home so bad. Can't talk here, too many ears. Meet me behind the shop later on, it's more private. Sure. So much more private. A young woman in church robes waits for you behind the snack shoppy. She looks furtively side to side as you approach. Whew, now, where were we? What did you want to know? Do you have any info on the Bastion? What do you want to know about? The church militants, the church vigilants, the church ecstatic, the paladins, the head honcho, Evangelist Mayweather? I got good dope on all of them. Why do you want to escape? I came here a few months back. I heard a preacher speak when the militia crusade came through my town. I thought the gospel of Samson was exactly what the world needed, and I decided to come to Hollywood to join up. It's okay, you can tell us. We're here to help. What happened when you joined? It wasn't like I expected. The church don't care about good or bad, they just kill whoever's got something they want. They ain't godly men. Half of them are adulterers, and worse. I fought back when they tried it with me, and they called me a sinner, made me wear these rags. And serve burgers. I wanted to run, but nobody runs. The monsters in the hills, they eat anybody who tries to escape. I want so bad to tell you to take me away from here right this minute, but I can't run off and leave the others. Tell you what, Rangers, find a way to get all the penitents out of here and I'll come too. But until then, I'm gonna stay. I'd never be able to live with myself. What do you say? Yes. Thank you. You free the other penitents and I'll be right there with them. Where are you from? I'm from... Pacoima. Back when I thought it was the most godforsaken place on earth. I didn't know godforsaken until I joined the militia. Tell me about the church militant. Shoot first, make conversations later, that's the militant motto. The James King Bible says we're supposed to save the lost and only kill those who deliberately wicked. But Retribution Jones and his boys don't care about saving nobody. They kill for the love of killing, and they wish Mayweather would just get out of the way and let him get to it. Tell me about Church Vigilant. Mayweather spies and snitches run by Confessor Ascension McDade. Give me the creeps, all of them, hiding in the shadows, listening in on conversations, taking people away for a confession. You never see those people again. I'm risking a visit with them just talking to you, but I had to do it. This place is killing me. Tell me about the Church Ecstatic. Mayweather's hucksters for God. They're like the carnival barker outside the circus, talking up the church like it's the greatest thing on earth. Sucked me right in, that's for sure. Then I got inside and found out they was nothing but a bunch of grab asses and cardboard wigs and tinfoil halos. What can you tell me about the Paladins? They're supposed to be Mayweather's elite guard, but as far as I can tell, they're his drinking buddies. Their captain, Sanctity White, is the biggest piece of work of them all. Every other week or so they disappear on leadership retreats. Nobody knows where they go, but I've done their laundry after they came back, and I know the stink of beer and perfume when I smell it. They go through every drop of alcohol they confiscate. What do you know about Malediction Mayweather? Mayweather's the worst. He's so slick he don't need to butter his bread. And if he believes in God, I'll drink everything in the grease trap. All he believes in is power, and he's holding on to it like a wolverine. Although his appetites might get the best of him, I wish I could give you proof of all the stories I've heard. Him and his paladins all whoring and drinking and carrying on. But he keeps a tight lid on that stuff. I ain't seen nothing. You wanna bring him down? You could talk to his wife. Poor Fealty. Another black eye every week. I know I'd rat him out if I was her. What do you know about Fealty Mayweather? A real sweetheart, beautiful as an angel and pure gold inside and out. Mayweather's got his paws on her about a year ago. She'd been another man's wife, a paladin by the name of Sims. But he got shot on patrol and Mayweather swooped in like a red-tailed hawk. Fealty's life has been a misery ever since. Though she tries to put on a good face, good face on it. So sad. What do you know about Sims? I wasn't here yet when it happened, but I heard Sims got promoted to the church from the church militant to the paladins, and then got himself shot by raiders on his first patrol. A lot of people thought that was suspicious at the time, especially after how fast Mayweather moved in on Fealty, but, well, he's the evangelist. Who's gonna say anything? You want to ask somebody about it, ask Paladin Captain White. Not that that creep will give you a straight answer, but he's the one who carried Sims home after he died. Do you know Fealty? Real sweetheart, beautiful as an angel and pure gold inside and out. But Mayweather got his paws on her about a year ago. Yeah, you're repeating yourself. Where can we find alcohol? You want some booze? Well, I wouldn't be drinking at a time like this, but if you know that's what you want, some of the Vigilant boys keep a stash somewhere in the Bastion. They're not the brightest bulbs, so you won't have trouble finding it. Do you know White? I knew men like him back home. Fellas with a little bit of power and who want to rub it in everybody's face. I'd like to see him try that stuff without all his guns and armor. And he's heading for a fall, I guarantee it. All that drinking and fornicating behind closed doors. One day he'll slip up in public and Mayweather will have to put him down to save face. Then we'll see the real Sanctity White. His head'll stay fresh on a pike for weeks with the amount of alcohol he guzzles. What else can you tell me about the three churches? They really don't get along. They're always trying to backstab each other. Each leader wants to rule the Bastion and none want to follow the other. I think it's a matter of time before things come to a head. Do you know Ascension McDade? Up till a couple of months ago I would have said McDade was another true believer like Jones, but then something happened. Don't know what it was, but all of a sudden he started moping around like somebody killed his dog. Not like he was a ray of sunshine before. I'd almost want to say he wants to leave the church, but that's a guess. Do you know Retribution Jones? He's a true believer, I'll give him that. He really thinks he's doing the Lord's work, but all he can see is the killing side of it. As far as he's concerned, everybody who isn't already part of the church deserves to die. And he wants to be the man with his finger on the trigger. He's got no use for Mayweather or McDade. Thinks they're both weak. What do you mean by crusade? The pistol-packing priests make sweeps at local villages to find penitents, which is just their friendly name for slaves. Tell us about Pacoima. It's in the San Fernando Valley, practically a paradise. Lots of ruined cars to scavenge from, big houses to squat in, lots of old diners with canned foods we can harvest. God, I don't know why I left. So stupid. I'd give anything for just a little reminder of home. It's not much, but we found this old bus schedule that ran to Pacoima. Wasn't it? Oh, Rangers! I'm sorry, I miss it so much. Thank you. Thank you. Please, take this sensor as a sign of my thanks. I hope I will need it much longer anyway. Sensor? Oh my god.
She has such all gumption, chutzpah, spirit.
Where does that go? Nobody gets through this gate without express permission of Evangelist Mayweather himself. You want to go up there? Talk to him. Okay. That goes somewhere. Didn't you hear me, dog? You sully holy ground with your filthy hind paws. You look worse than dregs in the penitent tent after Alosh is finished with them. These are the paladin barracks, no place for you festering scabs. Oh, not you again. Now I remember. Yeah, bugger off.
The eagle's nest.
Yes. Hello, what's that? I could potentially break it, whatever it is. Oh, an eyeball. Well, go on then. The fuck are you doing? You're dead! Yeah, I'm not getting into a fight right now. That's not what I'm after.
Connection to God. This place is halfway to Paradise Olympus, happy hunting grounds, heaven.
Well, apparently I can talk to the penitents. And that's not enough, okay. Oh, I've leveled up apparently.
Copy, Ranger Team Echo. This is Santa Fe Base, over. Echo, congratulations.
Where does that door lead? Knight Paladin. Hello. Well, Retribution Jones, I see.
Soldiers. Toe the line, sheep.
Excuse me, Ralphie? What is your problem lately? You become really, really gobby. Books to sell. Retribution is a tall, thin man with a high forehead and a cold glint in his eyes. He wears body armor under his militia uniform. Samson's hammer, you're pathetic. What are you supposed to be, cowboys? This is an army, not a costume party. And I suppose you're here to join with the church militant. Damnation, the things God sends to test me. Now speak up. Why are you pencil necks cluttering up my office? What do you know about the church militant? Church militant is the bravest, most well-trained, best-equipped military force in the Wasteland. Add to that our God-inspired strength and ferocity, and we are unbeatable. An all-conquering army that will scourge the earth of sinners and establish the glorious empire of God for all eternity. At least we will if Mayweather and the Church Ecstatic ever pull their thumbs out of their asses and give us the go-ahead. Do you have opinions about the Church Ecstatic? You'd look good in a fancy red suit, wouldn't you? Listen, spreading the word of God, James King and the Red Messiah is important work, I don't deny it. But the church has plenty of preachers already, what it needs is more soldiers. And we're never going to expand our base of operations if we just hide up here in our mountaintop and yammer like a bunch of women. We gotta take the fight to the heathens. And for that we need manpower, and plenty of it. Whatever. If you'd rather talk than fight, go find Evangelist Mayweather. I'm sure he'd love to add more hands to his circle jerk. I don't give a damn. What do you know about Malediction Mayweather? I know he's the leader of the church and all. I just wish he'd lead. He keeps saying he's waiting for intelligence from McDade before we move on Hollywood. But I don't see the need. We've got more than enough firepower to turn those whores and ass bandits into a red mist. What are we waiting for? Something stinks in the chapel if you ask me. I'd only hope that God chooses to expose what it is before it's too late. What do you know about Hollywood? A cancerous boil on the face of the earth. A coven of sinners and sodomites that needs to be scoured black with blood and holy fire. I don't know why Mayweather is holding back from attacking it. We could have purged that cancer long ago and been marching on to bigger and better crusades. But that blowhard just won't pull the trigger. What do you know about Ascension McDade? If you ask me, the head of the Church Vigilant has his eyes shut. That whining skeleton just doesn't have his heart in his work anymore. He hasn't got us any actionable intelligence in weeks. He was supposed to find ways to turn that coven of perverts in Hollywood against each other and weaken the place from within. But all he does is mope around in his question room reading books. They're not even the Bible. If God doesn't see fit to strike him down for stalling, I'm going to be his instrument and break my foot in his skinny little ass. Lovely. This place is just full of wonderful characters, I see.
More priests.
Yeah. Where am I now? Oh, hello. Well, at least this place is fine. Ow. Ah, booze. I see I found the way to get into what's-his-face's little camp. Were there any other doors? No, that led out. Nothing in there, so I will... You!
Welcome back.
No.
Oh, well, may God light your journey, Rangers.
Did somebody hit her? People suck.
They do, Ralphie. That is one of the few times I have ever agreed with you on anything. I wonder. Well, seeing as I now have the bottle of booze, I can talk...
The eagle's nest.
Yes. I can now talk to arsehole here. Yeah. Right, who had the booze? Somebody had the booze. There. You can have one bottle of booze. You have saved your life, aspirants. Very resourceful. Resourceful enough that we will allow you to stay and bask for a moment in our presence. Let's drink to the resourceful aspirants, shall we, boys? Maybe one day they will be resourceful enough to join the paladins. What happens in the penitent tent? Yeah, they work those saps over there pretty good. Need to beat the sin out of them. Occasionally we get a newcomer that's got a little going on. Then we get to have some fun. You know, I saw a busty blonde newcomer in the tent earlier. Huh? A new blonde? Long legs? Big tits? You don't say. Might have to check that action out. We'd be interested in joining the paladins. Oh god, am I really? Join now. Ha! Don't drool on my boots, aspirant. I said might. You might be worthy one day. Do you even know what it takes to be a paladin? First, you must be the finest soldier in God's militia. The best of the best. Stronger, quicker, and more deadly than all the others. Next, your loyalty to the Salvation Church and to Evangelist Mayweather must be beyond question. Third, you must be willing to do anything for the Evangelist. Anything. You'd do anything for Mayweather? Ha! What haven't we done? We've saved his life, we've killed for him, we've solved problems for him, and removed obstacles that have slowed his progress. Anything that troubles him, we make it disappear. Anything he wants, we get it for him. Ha! We even got him his wife. So tell me about Mayweather. The Evangelist is the father of us all. He keeps us safe, he keeps us fed, he keeps the tithes rolling in. It's a good life in God's militia, thanks to him, and I would do anything for him in return. Anything. It sounds pretty interesting. Oh, why not? It's a funny story. See, the boss, that's what we call the Evangelist, because, you know, he's the boss. The boss had the hot for this chick, Fealty, but she was married to some sad sack sinner named Sims. So I had Sims promoted to Paladin even though he didn't deserve it. Complete loser, he wasn't even 6 feet tall. So then, once he gets his armour and everything, we take him on a patrol up towards the radio towers, and the rest of us all start shooting our guns off at nothing, pretending there's raiders in the scrub. Shooting back. And Sims, he's dancing around like a Hollywood faggot going, "Where are they? Who's shooting? What's going on?" And I turn to him and give him a big old smile and say, "This is what's going on, sinner. You're cock-blocking the boss." And I put 1 in his chest and 2 in the head. Man, you should have seen the look on that slob's face. Ha! Well, actually, you still can. Here, we have a look at the display case. Since it offended me, I plucked out Sim's left eye and kept it as a trophy, with the rest in the case. Check it out, pretty colour green, isn't it? Makes me laugh every time the boss's wife walks through the barracks and doesn't realise her husband is watching her go by. Get out of here. Right. That's, Can I... Ah! It's one of those moments where it... Right. Oh, really? Really, I was too far away, was I? Bollocks to that. Well, I have the eye of her wife. Maybe she'll talk to me now that... Oh, this is gonna go well, isn't it? Hi, I would like to talk to you. I have the eye of your ex. Who's only your ex because he died.
Oh, well, may God light your journey, Rangers.
Candlestick, huh?
Welcome back.
She must have...
Oh, well, I would be happy to discuss... I don't know about that. May God light your journey, Rangers.
I have...
Welcome back. Oh, well, have you decided to join...
No, I have an eye.
Light your journey, Rangers. Welcome back.
No.
Oh, well, I would be happy to discuss your choice with you anytime you choose. Just let me know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I have your husband's bloody eyeball.
I don't know about that. May God light your journey, Rangers.
Is this because I spoke to her too soon or something? You.
Welcome back. Oh, well, I would be happy to. May God light your journey.
Do I have to actually join?
Welcome, Evangelist Mayweather. If you're interested in joining, may God light your journey, Rangers.
To one side, darling. The Rangers and I are gonna have a little man talk now. Welcome, Rangers.
I warned alerted cop.
Oh, bugger, I forgot to save, didn't I? Okay. Oh, no, it's not that bad. I am just a little behind, but it's nothing. Hey, where did what's-his-face go? I mean, maybe it bugged out because it initially thought I was too far away.
Welcome back. Oh, well, I may
No.
God light your journey, Rangers.
Candlestick, huh? She must have fell against it 5 or 6 times.
Yes. Oh, for God's sake. Well, I will spend some time faffing around to try and work out what I'm doing wrong. And I like the way they're holding the assault rifle behind. Yes, I am very penitent, yes. Yeah, this is all we have time for this episode. I will be back with another, and I will cogitate off camera as to what I'm supposed to actually do. Also, where did what's-his-face appear from? Did he just magically walk through that door? Yeah. I will see you guys in the next one. Farewell.